Hey everybody, it's Christina from Creations with Christina. I thought I would just do a quick video on how to store your paper tray ink stamps. When you order paper tray ink stamps, they come in a clear box, which I will be holding on to because I thought I can use these for a project somewhere down the line. So I'll hold on to this. And it comes with, let me just open this up. The CD case and your two pieces, sometimes two, depends on how many pieces are in the set, your pieces for with your stamps, and then inside, sometimes it's rolled up, sometimes it's right inside the box, is the overlays that go right on the CD case. And there's always one that has the fillable frames, the title, and information on it. So what I do is I just take my scissors and I cut right off that fillable frames information, and then peel that section off, and I stick that right to the spine of my CD case. So that goes right there, and that has the information, so when it's in my CD holder, it tells me, you know, I can see what it is. And then for the stamps, I take and open it up, and if you actually take the papers, and I actually kind of lay them out first, because I don't know how many times I put them on and then realized I didn't give myself enough room. So that'll do it. So we're going to peel this one off. We'll start with this one. And I just peel it off a little bit. And we're going to put that one right on the front, and I start at the bottom, and this is the part where the case opens. So I'm just going to start at the bottom and start putting it down, and I just kind of use my fingers and pull out the air bubbles and just put it on just like that. So super easy. And then I'll do the other side. I'll flip it over. I want to make sure I'm going in the same direction as the other label. So I'm going to start this one right from here. And then again, I don't know how many times I've peeled these off because I messed it up. So that one, and I mean, it still works. It's harder to read the label. So just take your time when you're putting your labels on. There's an air bubble there. So no biggie. Alright, so then the next thing I do is I just open it up, and then I start taking my images, or my stamps rather, and there's a thin backing on this, and if I can grab it, I'll peel it off. Alright, my hands are really dry, I can't grab anything. So, and then I just start laying my stamps right onto the images that are on the back side of the tray. And now this one is this one. Sometimes you do have to, you just take your scissors, there's these little clips right here, and normally if it's a CD, it would hold the artwork to the CD. I just take my scissors and break those off, especially if they're in the way, because you don't want those hitting your stamps and you'll end up with marks in your stamps from those tags. So if you need to do that, I don't do that with all of them. I only do it with ones that I have to do it with. So, and I do this with my regular CDs too. Whenever I put my regular stamps into CD cases, I just break those ends off if I have to. So I try to closely, sometimes it doesn't line up perfectly and you have to move things around. So, see, like this one kind of overlaps on that one, so I'm just going to peel this one off and move it a little closer to the edge so they're not overlapping. So there's that. And then I start taking my phrases, and I'll do the phrases. This one says celebrate today. And sometimes I have to look on this side to see where it goes. So that's celebrate today. This is just for you. There. I may put that one upside down. And this one says, missing you. They always have, they have so many great sentiments. I can't help it when I order. I want them all. So best wishes, and this one says thank you, and that'll go right here. So that's that piece. And then what I'm going to do is just cut this down to fit right over the top of these. And I do that only because I can't tell you how many times like this case will get like kind of stuck together. The stamps will get stuck together, so this kind of helps protect them a little bit from being stuck, because when you close them, they're going to be right on top of each other. So it'll just help them from getting stuck on each side. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the other side of my case. So that one goes right here. Oh, I love this one. I love the stitched lines. And this one coordinates with the Fillable Frames dies. And it, you know, originally when they came out, there's like, I think there's 12 dies and 12 mini stamp sets. And they're $5 a piece, $5 for the die, $5 for the stamp set. And you can, this one's Get Well Soon. This one coordinates now with those dies, so you know you have more choices for those dies. So I thought that was pretty cool. This is Happy Birthday. So that one goes right in here. So that's all I do. I'm just going to do that to all of my stamps, and then I'll be done, and they'll go on my little CD rack. And that's it. And then I keep my paper tray ink right on my desk, because I'm like totally addicted to these stamps right now. There's so many great sentiments. So there you go. And let me pull out like fillable frame. Well, another two of the fillable frames so you can see what I mean. So this is Fillable Frames number 2, and it was a solid line. Well, now they have a stitching option. So it's a totally different one. It has different sentiments. You have all different kind of sentiments. So, oh, see, that's why I put my little thing in there. I forgot to cut this piece down. So let's cut that other piece down, and this is just the backing that the stamps were originally stuck to. We're just going to cut this down to fit inside the case, and then I'll be done. So that'll be one set done. So there we go. That's it. I just wanted to show you quickly because I know I've had some of you ask about how to put your paper tray ink stamps in the CD cases and how to store them and stuff. So there we go. And I got a little rubber band. I don't know where that went to. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. See you next time. Bye.